Hi trancefix.nl, this is Bryan Kearney. I'd say it was back at the end of the 90s with regards to the boom with regards to trance and the big 99 sound and stuff like that. Just when I was about 15 years old in 1998, I just became completely fascinated and addicted with dance music. So it just took over my life, and I just always buying CDs, buying new music, just stuff like that, and it just took over. And just then in 2000 got my first set of CD decks, the most basic, most disgusting set of CD decks you could ever imagine, and it just went on from there. I've just been addicted ever since. I was DJing. The way I started out was I was just sort of a bedroom DJ, learning stuff at home, and then I started out on pirate radio stations, dance music radio stations, and just sort of worked my way up. And then I started doing some club stuff, started doing my own nights, started playing on bigger radio stations, and then me and myself and John O'Callaghan started working together, and so that's when everything started to pick up a little bit and became a little bit better than it was anyway. The unexpected. That's the way I always, it's probably a little bit cliche now at this time, but it's what I've always said. I always like to surprise people. I don't like doing what everyone else does, and I always like to bring an element of surprise to my sets, and I'll never ever change that. Some of the bigger events, it's good to have sort of an idea as to what you're going to play, but with regards to planning sets, I don't think, as a DJ, that's not what a DJ does. A DJ should be able to read a crowd rather than to anticipate what a crowd is going to be like, because you never really know what way a crowd is going to go, what way the night is going to go. You always have to just go with your instincts, and you have to keep your eyes out to see if it's working on the dance floor and stuff like that. So usually for the big events for tonight, I have an idea of the scope, maybe of about 30 or 40 tracks, what I might play, but I don't have them in a set order or something, because you never know what's going to happen. So you need to adapt to what's in front of you. That's what makes you as a DJ, as opposed to someone who plans their sets, I think. It's a very, very difficult question to answer, because I am an energetic person, so when I'm in the club it's more about who I am, but at the same time, to be at home and working in your studio on your own, coming up with various ideas that you bring into the club, the two of them sort of work hand in hand together, and for me you can't really do one without the other. So it's very, very difficult to say which one is more important. I'd like to put them on a level playing field, to be honest, so that's the best way I can answer that.
Out of your own productions, what releases would you consider to be your proudest work?
I'd say it probably is the track I had released last year on Subculture, Goosebumps. I don't think it got the reaction that it maybe would have got maybe a couple of years earlier, because I think sort of the trance sound has sort of changed a little bit. It's gone a little bit more mainstream. It's not as banging and euphoric as it used to be. It's a little bit slower, but I think maybe if Goosebumps was released maybe a couple of years earlier, it would have done a lot better than it did. But at the same time, it got some really, really good support. So it's just for the effort that I put into the track, and because there's not many out and out big trance records that I make, I think it was a good track, I think, anyway. So, but excuse me, stuff like Mexican Rave and stuff like that, and More to Life, like a track like More to Life was the first track that I ever made by myself, and it was something that, it was a sort of sound I've been searching for a few years to try and put out there onto the scene, because there wasn't really a sound like that, say, in the trance world. I don't like to put it into the trance world because it's not really a trance track, but I'm always going to be put with that label of a trance DJ, but More to Life would really be up there as well as being personally one of the best tracks I've done. It all started from I was playing over last year at an event in Mexico called Eurofest, and it was just one of the most amazing nights of my life. The reaction from the crowd to the stuff that I was playing, it was crazy. I've never felt so much appreciation for the stuff that I play. So I was just sort of inspired to do something as a memory of the night, but also as a thank you to the people for making it so good to me. And from football games, I don't know if you remember a thing called a Mexican Wave. It was just a little play on words with regards to something to do with Mexico and to bring it into the dance scene, so I just put that into it, so it seems to work well, and the reaction to the track and everything since has been amazing, so I'm really, really glad I made that track. Ridiculous. It has a lot of elements. It's not just bang, bang, bang. There's melody in there, there's energy, there's unexpected stuff. But it always has a drive, and it's always dance floor orientated. It's not. I always like to think that I do something a little bit different to what other people do. A lot of people seem to have slowed down with the music. That's fine. I do play some slower stuff as well. Because I have a lot bigger range than just the bang bang stuff that I usually do play. But it's energetic, fast paced, and it's aimed towards the dance floor. So that's the best way I can describe it. Definitely individualness, originality, energy, and it's basically giving people something different to what they're used to, because people are just sort of used to hearing the same old stuff. So personally for me, I love hearing new music that the track is moving, but then it just completely changes into something new. I like tracks that necessarily don't have a specific structure that change straight away, so stuff like that is essential for the stuff that I make. Yeah, there's so many out there that are doing great stuff at the moment, like John O'Callaghan, John Askew, David Mullian, the Abington Industrializer, Transeye, Jamie Walker. There's so many brilliant artists out there at the moment that are doing really, really good stuff. So it's still early in 2011, but there's been some absolutely amazing music out already this year, and we just hope it's really a good sign of things to come. I'm sure it will be. The best trance DJ I've seen for the last year would have to be John O'Callaghan. I've seen him at Amnesia and Cream last year. We were over on holidays and I went to see him play, and I almost felt proud to see him up there, because I know John so long and I know the talent that he has, and he had the whole club in his hand. It was absolutely amazing to watch him. He just absolutely destroyed the place. He was just really, really good, and his ascent just continues. His music still blows me away from the first day that I met him. He's always had an incredible talent that continues to shine through till today, and it just doesn't look like it's going to stop, so I really do hope it does. But with regards to producers, people like the Abington Industrializer are more on the techno side of things. They really, really do blow my mind with their music. The music that they make, it's just so different and unexpected, and you just don't know what comes next, and it just fits in perfectly with the music that I make. I just really, really do love energetic music, and they're the masters of it. A lot of fun, new territories, and the continuation of me to build up my name more and more and more. I know I still have a long way to go to get to the stage to where I want to be, but I think if I keep working hard and doing the right things with the right attitude, I'll definitely get there. I really do want to try and break into Ibiza and some of the bigger festivals, like the Dutch festivals, like with Dance Valley and Mysterylands and stuff like that. I know it's going to be difficult to do, but I think I can get there. If I just keep working hard with the right attitude, I can definitely get there. That is something that people really do need to learn. It's Kearney, and it's pronounced Kearney. The E is silent in it, so just ignore the E in my name and you'll be okay.